Hi, my name is Rick Hall. I'm the president of Hall Planning and Engineering. I've been a CNU member for quite a number of years, active in the Florida chapter. And I'd like to cover today an exciting event that's going to happen at CNU 21 in Salt Lake City. One of the advanced learning courses that will be presented, that I'll be participating in, is 202H. It's called Streets of Gold, and that session will highlight the CNU ITE Urban Street Design Manual that's been published for several years, and it's getting more and more use by engineers, planners, and designers across the country. And this is a course where we highlight the features within it and bring more and more experience to the short course for the benefit of the attendees. So if you come to the course, regardless of whether you're doing a greenfield project or reworking a street in downtown Atlanta with a trolley car coming in from Georgia Tech, or whether you're putting a big box and squeezing that into a downtown walkable setting, whether you're just refurbishing a streetscape, the concept is there that planning should establish the consensus vision of what the community should be like in the way of character of the buildings and the walkability and the economic vitality. And then the engineering should follow that and have design of thoroughfares to match that context and bring it forward. There are three important things this manual did for the profession of designing towns and cities and places. Number one, it introduced context into the mix of the transportation and the land use pattern development. Number two, it introduced context to the transportation and land use. And number three, it introduced context. So obviously, in the opinion of myself and several others, the context part of this was the major lightning rod change of this document as it became available now to planners and engineers and others participating in this process. So whether you are looking at transforming a rural roadway stretch by introducing parking and bike lanes and character of the urban character type, the AASHTO Green Book was the nationwide standard for developing streets, highways, and roads before. The addition of context resulted in the Designing Walkable Urban Thoroughfares document. So that's the key addition that differentiates this from the AASHTO Green Book, which we had all had to rely on before. Some of the contents in the recommended practice center on the planning and the design aspects. The report does have context-sensitive design discussed in the beginning of it, but it gets down to creating a design framework that once that context is specified, then the designer knows where to go to get design elements for each of the streets to make that vision come forward. It spends a lot of time talking about connectivity of streets and placemaking of streets and urban environments, and essentially creating a design framework to tie a lot of that material together. And the context zones or transect zones, as they are described by different groups, are the definitions that really make that come to fruition. We talk about issues like street enclosure and the thoroughfare components that make the street come together. There are even detailed design parameters, table after table of that, and once you get deeply into it, if that's what you need to do your job, it's there in the manual. And so during the course in Salt Lake City, we've asked panelists to come and present material from different projects they've had the benefit of working on and how the manual was used, where the vision was there, the context was there, and the designs turned out a different way because of the kind of guidance that this manual can bring. whether it's street side design, getting the trees right in a walkable sidewalk setting. There's bicycle mobility is covered. The door zone question of bike lanes is addressed. Mid-block crosswalks are talked about. Curb radii. A lot of the different elements that we must work with to create a viable walkable place are covered in this manual. And if you come to the short course, then experienced people will be there to help answer questions that you may have. We plan to have a good 1/4 or 1/3 of the short course dedicated to question and answers, so there'll be a lot of healthy discussion on this very vital topic of context in urban design and thoroughfare design. Thank you very much.